Welcome back to the FACEIT Stage 1 LAN Finals. It is the last map of the day here between Na'Vi and TSM. Get hyped because this is when one of these teams is going to go through as the final team in the semi-finals, which are coming up tomorrow. Thorin, tell me, how hyped are you, my friend?
I can barely, constrain my exuberance. I almost feel like it would do a disservice to how excited I am if I was to show it. So what I'll do is I'll bring the whole volume down so that we kind of zoom in on it, and then I'll just, when I actually then say like, good game, you'll realize, oh my god, the sheer scale of that compared to what it's usually like. So yeah,
okay.
Should be a good game.
Are you guys excited to see who's going to go through and who's going to go home?
I'm excited to see the
I'm
end
more
of this
excited
game,
than
Thorin.
Thorin.
Yeah.
All right.
I can't wait for the end of this game. I can't wait. When this game's over, no matter win or lose, who it is, I'm going to celebrate. Celebrate good times, come on.
I'm not doing that.
No.
Yeah. I'll do that when- I'll do
It's
that when Thorin
just a
wins.
two-shot on you guys. It's
Yeah.
great.
That was not rehearsed.
Whatever.
Okay. I just wanted to encourage Thorin to carry on dancing, so I thought I'd keep doing it.
Yeah.
Took one for the team there.
I remembered how much money I'm getting paid. I thought,
Was there something else?
Yeah.
Well, you know.
That's it.
Right.
Pretending like that.
TSM have brought it back a bit, haven't they, guys?
Oh, those gosh.
I like how you're leaving him out of this. Just
I
like,
love those guys.
that's what I was trying to do
Bringing
before
it
as
back
well.
Again, a third map. Gotta love them. Cheers, guys. Can this one be overtime? Can it?
Actually, it would be the
Can
first.
it be over though? I'd rather it was just
Oh,
over.
come on!
in
All right,
time.
stop
Okay.
being so. Don't you enjoy Counter-Strike?
Celebrate good times. Come on. There you go. We're back. Okay. Yeah, sorry, DDK, you were going to say
Somebody
something?
please
Yeah.
gift that.
You were going to say
Please,
something?
please gift.
I was just going to say that I'm with James here. When I was hosting, I was just
Really?
like, I
You two
was
were
constantly
together?
bringing it to Fifth Lauren because I was like,
Exclusive package?
Fifth Lauren, please
Okay.
give me something because this guy.
You're with him? You two are together?
We
You're
are together.
Coming, you let it slip, DDK, on there. I know you were looking for a guy called James for so long.
I'm spoiled for choice. You know how many Jameses are at this
Yeah,
event?
but that one's
I'm spoiled for choice
unobtainable,
because I needed one called James.
That's the thing, though. This one's unobtainable. So instead, you had to get another James. Like, oh, yeah, I'm just like going hang out with this other guy, James.
You're saying I'm easy.
Trying to make him jealous. He's just using you, I'm afraid, for your looks. But yeah, trying to make the other James jealous, make him know that he's missing out on a good thing. Reliable man with a lot of hair gel in. What's he trying to cover up, really? Just where how it normally is, how God intended in many ways.
What did Na'Vi do wrong on Cash?
Great segue. Golf clap for you, sir.
Go, please, Threat, save me.
They didn't have a very good style to what they were
Right,
doing.
Thorin, stop. Threat, what do you feel like Na'Vi did wrong, or do you reckon TSM were just way better than them?
Yeah, just let me focus. Okay.
All right.
What did Navi do wrong on Cash? Well, they, as Dan stated earlier, they had like this super funky, weird style as CT, going for like risky plays, like stacking the A bomb site, leaving Zeus alone at B. Is just like, it makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Like, why would you like do that in such an early stage of the game? It's not like it's 10 rounds in and they're feeling okay, nothing is working. We have to do something absolutely out there. Like, it was just a regular round and just made that huge mistake. I think they had like 1 or 2 ecos after that as well. And just
Sorry, Dan's laughing. I don't know why.
I was just like looking at Thorin.
I'm trying to
That's
keep
all.
this serious.
Okay. Come on.
Because Thorin's smiling, you find it
Just
funny.
smiling,
It's
yeah.
not often we see Thorin smile.
Because I know that he's going to find the moment to strike, and you'll never
I'm not
expect
saying
it.
I'm just enjoying this analysis.
Okay, well, we don't have to put up with Thorin for much longer.
Okay.
We're going straight to the game. Casters, let's go.
Alright, it's back to normality. I can't handle this
God.
guy. I can't handle these guys. Alright, so we've seen madness. We've seen basically a stomp on both maps for each team respectively. We saw TSM basically being pushed out of the game more or less on overpass. Na'Vi completely crushing them. We saw that shot of device. That shot of device where he was looked completely deflated. Like, it was really getting to him. They bounced back. They crushed Na'Vi. Map number 2, we were on Mirage. So TSM and Na'Vi on Mirage, what are your expectations here? How do you think they're going to fare against each other?
Yeah, and it's going to be really, really tough. I mean, they played twice this week alone on Mirage, and both times TSM has started on the T side, as they're doing now, and they had a great T side. The first time Navi made a comeback, taking like 12 rounds in a row. And yesterday TSM managed to win, but still Navi took a lot of rounds as T. So between these teams, for some reason, the T side seems easier.
Well, we are going to have this execute here coming in from TSM. They've got the smoke on short just to cover the players up connector into this A play. TSM have excellent A plays, and we're going to see one of them here into this bomb site now as Na'Vi are pushing through the smoke. They do not want to get isolated. Straight in with the fast-paced action. Very high octane here on the bomb site, and lots of damage being exchanged here. It's hard to call who's going to come out on top, or if the bomb's even going to get to the site at the moment. It's stuck towards the T slope area as Na'Vi have successfully delayed it. And they have taken the A bomb site away from TSM despite the grenades. So he's trying to get some damage done here, sticking his neck out, and he's going to get it cut off by Dupree. So Seized going down there, and Flamey is the last man standing. He's just got the USP, some Kevlar, nothing else against 3 players here for TSM.
And it's really cocky here to just go out to B side all alone with the bomb. They must be like absolutely certain of Flamey's position and that they have cut him off from any possible rotations. We actually see they're getting pretty unsure here. We're sending one guy through kitchen, just trying to clear it out, but Flamey shouldn't be able to do anything, especially considering he doesn't have a defuse kit.
Okay, so he now knows it's guaranteed beat, and he's got, as you said, no kit. He's got a decoy. I don't know what he's going to do with that. I mean, this is a really hard. Then he's going to get backstabbed here by Carrigan. If Carrigan can get the shots, but finally there it is. We'll find Flamey in the end, and TSM will close the round. So going to kick things off to a good start.
Yeah, and those 2 kills by Dupree there in connector. I think he had 12 HP. It was just like so crucial. I mean, they had like 1-for-1 trades. It went to a 3v3, but 2 players in Team Sam really low. So Dupree getting those 2 frags was basically the main factor of them winning that pistol.
Oh yeah, it was incredibly close. And we've got Flamey, the only guy really to be able to make contact here. We actually do have, I think it was Guardian who's by the stairs, or Flamey, one of the 2. Now, they are quite far away, so Flamey going to get the dink there onto Cajun Beat. Can't finish off for the kill though. And it's not looking too bad actually. Na'Vi getting some good damage in with this investment. But they are down to Zeus and Seized. The Scout is still alive. Maybe Zeus can find a sneaky shot here. Lots of jumping around. Wow, actually gets the headshot onto Carrigan. Lovely stuff there from Zeus to get extra economic damage in on top of TSM. But can they get more in? Seized now has himself an SMG. Zeus just throwing those shots in everywhere with the Scout. Now can he get an angle here onto the player at the back of the bomb site? Looks like he won't. And saving the Scout is actually pretty smart here. They can definitely get another couple kills with that in the following round. And
TSM is still really happy with this round. I talked about this earlier in the tournament. The force buy the Siege does on Mirage is actually one of the harder ones to stop, because there's so many good positions playing with the SMGs, playing with 5.7s, P250s, and even the Scouts. So I think like you win the pistol as T, but you don't feel like you're taking control of the economy before you won those like 3 first rounds.
Okay, well here's the next one, and it's just Seized with armor, so it should be easier for TSM. Now what kind of play are they going to go with? They have, it looks like they're going to have that three-pronged attack into A. That's kind of what the setup here kind of looks like. A bit of pressure towards B. They do have the 2 men towards T slope, 1 in Palace. Carrigan just jumps straight out. He's really selling this at the moment. And they're going to get the kill towards A as well. So this is just excellent. When Carrigan's going to get those frags, it just falls apart here for Na'Vi. They're going to get the kill finally, but the bomb is going to go down. They got forward positions. They know exactly where both remaining players of Na'Vi are. So Cajun B's got... Wow! Okay, I was about to say he's got the angle, but maybe Zeus has it first. But again, a couple frags. So 2 frags each round? Yeah. Is it acceptable?
Yeah. Absolutely. And just a classic anti-eco there from TSM. Just sending... Carrigan out alone on the B site, just utilizing all his nades, just trying to scout for information. It really doesn't matter if it goes down, as long as he gains the information, if there's like 2 or 3 people there, because you could see the other players in TSM was just ready to push up the A slope.
Alright, so It's going to be the full buy now for both teams. Dupree's in so fast. TSM are so good at these fast plays into connector. Dupree's going to go down though. Na'Vi handling this excellently. TSM, they aren't getting onto the bomb site quickly enough, and it's going to be Na'Vi with a massive advantage now. Flamey is going to catch Cajun B. He was stuck on Tetris. He couldn't back away, and they are being completely punished here. Zitnik's going to go down as well. And we have a good amount of players from Na'Vi surviving.
Yeah, and very solid round there from Na'Vi actually, but 2 players going down still means you will get money screwed if you lose this round, so still a lot of pressure here on Na'Vi.
Alright, well...
Oh yeah, this is gonna be so awesome. TSM is gonna do their A execute where they actually smoke off the bench. They're gonna build a wall. Yeah, they're gonna deny that position by building a wall of smokes. Yeah, we're gonna see it here in a second. It's so awesome.
I've been talking about this since you highlighted it yesterday, and it is really, really cool to see. Now this is an adjustment that TSM are innovating with. So let's see the smoke go into play here. So there it is. Gonna be oh no, that's quite the smoke actually.
It's a different round actually.
Yeah. So either way, the execute does come in. Don't see that bench smoke just yet. TSM are going to be having a really hard time here. It's just Device who's left over, even making a team kill down to Karrigan, and there it is, the frag from Zeus. And that push there from Zeus through that smoke on was kind of the threat is highlighting a smoke that they have, which denies that kind of a peek through onto the bench position.
Yeah.
So, and I mean that's how many CT teams are able to actually easily recover this site before the smokes have actually gone away.
Yeah, exactly, and we saw them just throwing the regular smokes, trying to go for more of a palace kind of push by denying the peek from stairs, and of course we're gonna see an eco here for TSM. Probably gonna be an easy round for Na'Vi.
It's actually interesting because I can't find a reason why they would never if they're gonna do an execute like that. Why would they ever use the old smoke that they have?
It might be an anti-strat thing. You saw they had a lot of focus to go off the pallets.
Yeah.
So they were maybe they knew that there were only one guy playing the site alone, and it's a lot easier to go out palace to kill the guy on site.
Yep.
Because they might know that they usually don't play a guy like an op towards the ticket booth. But yeah, it's really hard to know.
Alright, well Device going with fast timing onto middle, and Edward, is he going to get caught? No. Actually going to jump straight onto the ladder room area, and he's going to find himself on short. So this is the fastest timing. So really nice stuff by Edward. And Device actually slowly on the angle. Now, TSM finding their way onto middle. I love this 4-man middle take. They can try to win some position on connector and short, and Device can spot maybe the knees there of one player. I don't think he's visible there, as he was covered by that smoke. Edward's going to fall back into CPL. He's going to spot Cajun B, pop back into ladder room. So mobile is Edward in this position, really showing people how it's done. Going to catch off Dupree as well, who didn't know his position. That really shows you how powerful the silencer is, as they don't know where they're dying from. Edward, he's like a ninja in this round.
Yeah, and just TSM trying to go for that standard type of play in middle, just getting picked apart there by Na'Vi. And now they're in a 2 versus 4 with an op. It's always this awkward decision you have to make. Is either do we save the op, but then we don't get any money, and we do the other guys by techs, and we have the op. Do we just try to kill a lot of people? And this seems like they're just trying to get picks here.
Okay, and Edward's in a really nasty position. He might not expect this. This is quite a surprise spot, and we're just so few players left. This is disastrous. Oh, he's going to get sprayed under one. Keeps spraying and gets the last frag with the last bullet. And that's another round there for Na'Vi. So, man, that's one of those positions it's so hard in that spot.
Yeah.
How do you know to check
I
that?
actually know NIP called that position the 100%er, but in Swedish.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's you will get one frag.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to see the Tech 9s here from TSM. They are going to make the play towards B here. Now, where is the smoke going exactly, actually? Is that for short? There are pillars. Wow, okay, that's a very precise smoke there for the short area. Block off the pillars area as well. Going to be Na'Vi with a good defense, though, so far. It's Edward, who does get taken down, but he's still on the bomb site. Pulls out the pistol. Wow, gets a headshot on Karrigan as he's dropping from mid-air. And he's still on the bomb site, alive with 2 HP. That's pretty impressive there from C's, picking up 4 kills. And finishing off with a very flashy headshot. Na'Vi looking good.
Yeah, very consistent player from Nav, and yeah, as our casters or observers showing us, TSM won the pistol. They had 3-0, so it basically means that Navi won 5 rounds in a row right now. And TSM still going for that type of standard mid play. Haven't been successful thus far, but maybe they will defeat this round.
So Edward taking the longer way around this time and almost getting caught by Device. Oh my god, he's playing with fire. The Device missing another shot onto Edward, and now he's had enough. He's falling back. But this is going to mean that there's nobody on short, actually. It's going to be an easy take for TSM if they decide to do it. And that smoke, I'm not sure if it's supposed to go on that double crate there on short. But it is there anyway. We've got the push from Seized here all the way through the B apartments. He might just catch Cajun B. He's got the bomb. Is he going to get the angle in time? He spots him, and he should see the bomb on the radar rotating towards A, so they know 100% guaranteed it's going to be an A play, and he's going to have the backstab. They just have to delay them. They do have grenades to do so as well. Seized is able to actually... Oh, he's the man flanking, actually, so they don't have any nades to really delay them, apart from flashes. No smokes. But Seized is so close on the flank, just waiting for the distraction, waiting for them to push in, to just annihilate all of them. But does he even need to? There it is, 2 frags from him. Flamey and Edward coming in, they're holding on strong as well. Now Dupree as the lurker coming in from Connector, spraying wildly as he's blind. And it's going to be another round for Na'Vi, again looking super solid and always with an answer.
Yeah, great play from Caesar, just pushing the B holes, getting all the information, and just seeing that guy who rotated back in T-spawn was just the best thing that could have happened. It's like, oh guys, it's just going to be an A push, you can just stack 3 people on A. And like, even if TSM got the 2 initial kills, it didn't matter because Navi had them just boxed him in. And also that like pop flash they threw towards Connector in the like to get that last kill is just Navi's just playing so safe and so good right now.
Oh, Guardian getting the pick before the push comes in.
And here's the smokes.
Yeah, those are the smokes that you're talking about. And they can kind of get behind the smokes, but it's still much harder for them. And we're going to see now TSM trying to actually get onto the bomb, but Na'Vi, they still want to contest this whilst the smokes are up, not looking to wait for them to go away before going for the retake. Oh, that spray from Edward through the smoke finds Deuce. Good stuff here coming in from Na'Vi yet again, but it is a 2-on-2. TSM with every chance to take this one. Seized, though, from CT is causing a lot of problems. And Device now, he's got no cover to plant the bomb. He's got to get the frags, at least onto Seized. He's creeping around the box. I don't think Device has actually spotted this at all. Seized is so silent, so deadly at the moment. Device going to be looking for Edward. Now, if Edward engages him, this should be an easy frag for Seized. And there it is. Edward gets the frag as well. But that's shot through the smoke. The spray through the smoke from Edward. Very, very nice. That's the kind of stuff you can really rehearse in offline as well.
Yeah, and considering it went to a 2 versus 2 situation, that frag was actually round winning.
Oh, yeah.
And nice try by TSM. I think that was actually the closest they've gotten to winning a round on the A site. So wouldn't be surprised if they try that once again. But actually going for kind of a weird force buy here. I would prefer to going for a full eco, or at least just buy a few pistols and having a full buy next round.
So they're going to flash Flamey in. It was absolutely perfect to catch off Device. And Flamey is not going to bite off more than he can chew. Backs away. Bomb is spotted, forcing the execute in through Connector. Dupree's actually made it all the way to jungle at the moment. He's going to be able to cut off Seized. He's going to crouch through. And that's 2 frags claimed by TSM. They are winning their way back into this round. And the bomb's going to rotate back. They've got all the coverage towards B. And that's going to be really painful now for Na'Vi. They got loads of cash though, so they might as well go for it.
Why are they not rotating faster? I mean, it felt like it took way too long for Na'Vi to realize what was going on there.
Well, it's going to take a while for TSM to get the bomb down at least. And I mean, well, there's 2 kits on Na'Vi. There's no reason why they shouldn't go for this. They got so much money in the bank. Bomb is now down. And the post-plant positions have been taken by TSM, so they have the setup they want. Now Dupree, it's all about the peak timing here. And here comes Zeus. Dupree with the spray. Zeus actually gets the better of him. This is going pretty interestingly now for Na'Vi. They are winning some position onto the bomb, but it's just Guardian left. Not enough of them surviving. He's going to have to pull out the pistol and go for it. Moving and shooting. Does manage to take down Zipnix, but Cajun B is playing the apartments. He is going to be able to kill so much time. Guardian knows exactly the situation. He's just going to get the hell out of there. Save the AWP. Oh, so close. And he's actually going to damage him enough that he will go down to the bomb. But again, Na'Vi with lots of money, it's not going to be a huge impact, but it will hurt.
Yeah, very nice try on the retake there by Na'Vi, but just too big of advantage having a 3v3 on the after plant on B. And great round there for TSM. They usually do this on map. they go mid, and they smoke off A, and they try to kill the rotation before they kill the guys on A. And like if they kill the rotation and just stand in CPL, they actually can cut off all rotations going to the B side, and that's exactly what happened that time.
This is a super fast round here from TSM. They got that fast smoke into jungle from mid, and then just push straight up T slope. No messing around. And Na'Vi, despite there being almost no telegraph move from TSM, are dealing with this really well. They got the bodies in place now. Guardian gets the shot onto Xyp9x. Dupree's moving close now to the bomb boxes, able to shoot onto any players up the stairs and any players around CT. But he is so low at the moment. 6 health. 53, but Device is not much better off. He's on 33 himself, stuck on the bomb boxes. Here comes Seized. Wow, Dupree gets the instant headshot onto Seized. That's going to help. And Edward and Guardian are quite low. See, he's made this possible now, has Dupree. But Device now, he needs to clutch. There's number 1. Spots number 2, gets the shot. Great stuff there from Device to clutch the round. 5-7, TSM back in this one on the first half.
And that clutch by Device was so important, especially considering Navi is forced to an eco? No, they're not. They were just waiting so long to buy. I actually thought they were gonna eco, but seems like they can even afford an op. But very few nades here. Only, we have 3 smokes, but not a lot. 0 molotovs.
And it's smart of them to actually get helmets, because we've got a Galil, we've got a P250 and a Tech 9. So actually having helmets is really smart here. Not cutting that corner, but oh my god, does it even matter? Karrigan with an outrageous shot there with a Tech 9. We are going to have equalizing frags. Well, even better than that there. Now advantage Na'Vi. As they're able to pick up an extra kill there. But Seized is going to go down on the B-bomb site as TSM are really fast onto the push. But Na'Vi, they can get ahead of the smokes here. These nades might not do all that much. They're pushing straight beyond them. And the plant is trying to come in here, but it's not happening. Na'Vi getting excellent damage done. It's just Xyp9x left with 16 health, and he's going to get caught by Zeus. Another round for Na'Vi. Again, that could have been... I mean, TSM... They got them to that round that they could force the eco out on and get all those rounds back on the board. Take maybe a 9-6, but 8-7 themselves, but no.
Yeah, exactly what I was gonna say.
Sorry.
Yeah. Like them losing that round is probably gonna mean Navi's gonna get. I think Navi's gonna go to double digit now, especially considering TSM is going for this tech buy. And if they would have won that, they're gonna force Navi to an eco or probably get 8 round themselves. So. That was a huge deal. Oh,
they're going for the fake here onto A. Now, are they going to pull all the players here? There's 1 left there. It's going to be Seized, who's alone, towards the car. And they are going to know, now there's the fake. They're sprinting back towards B right now, but they've got to get the fast kill onto Seized. He's actually holding his position. He knows he just has to delay, and he's doing exactly that, keeping himself alive. And that's a 1 round from Na'Vi. TSM trying to get creative, but it didn't pan out for them.
And now they're in another really bad buy situation. Seems like they're just going for the techs, and I wouldn't be surprised if they just went for that A execute now with smokes.
Okay, well, we have a few players up to top mid here for TSM. Interestingly, Na'Vi, I've seen them on the CT sides get aggressive on mid quite a lot, but TSM are playing such a fast pace that they're adapting, and they're just playing really, really slow and passively, and that's exactly what they need to do. Na'Vi are going to open things up with some defensive frags here from Flamey and Zeus, trying to work their way through connector. Meanwhile, Devices moved all the way up to Sandwich, does get eliminated, and Na'Vi 10-5 first half on the 3rd map here in this elimination match for the FACEIT LAN finals here live from London, England, and this is going to be a tough climb for TSM.
It's a must-win pistol here for TSM. It's not a must-win for Na'Vi, and just think one of these teams are actually going to go out in the group stage, so yeah, a lot of things going to come down to this.
Oh yeah,
half.
I mean, this is very much the group of death, to be honest. Like VP, TSM, Na'Vi, these 3 teams, they've all won a major title recently, so it's hard to really say who the better team really is at the moment.
Yeah, and when was the last tournament TSM or Na'Vi was eliminated in the group stage?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just tells a lot about this tournament.
It's been a good one, but here it is, the must-win pistol for TSM. Now they've got no information just yet. I think Karrigan's going to spot a couple players, maybe even spotted the bomb, which is key information, but Seized is going to charge up through connector, takes Dupree straight down the Tech 9, and that's an A bomb site completely under the control of Na'Vi. TSM, they've got to work their way back in for the retake, but it's not looking super good for them. Karrigan with his USP shoved in Edward's face. We're going to have to see if Cajun B can get some damage done himself. He does take down Zeus. It's going better and better here for TSM. They are marching forwards, taking no prisoners. Seized and Guardian left on the bomb site. In comes Karrigan, jumping with the Tech 9, spraying for dear life, and he will get both kills. TSM pick it up, and it's going to be the must-win pistol round 1.
And those 2 frags by Cajun B, Jesus Christ, they were so important. Like, if TSM would have lost this round, and especially if they would have lost the second force buy, I mean, they're basically out of the tournament, and they're out of the tournament already in the group stage. And if you think back to when they had that like big lead on Overpass versus Virtus, you wouldn't think we would be sitting here and waiting for them to be eliminated out in the group stage.
Indeed.
And we see an AK armor here from Navi, actually, just dropping that AK. This is 1.6 style force buy.
Well, that is a very exciting ton of events to see Navi pull out a play like this. And it's going to be quite surprising for Navi, for TSM to see this as well. They might want to openly try to peek, but that would be a mistake here against these weapons. In goes the pop flash, it's going to miss. Karrigan completely. Flamey gets eliminated, so TSM, they are holding strong at the moment. These nades not quite perfect from Navi. Now, how do they salvage this? They still have Guardian and Zeus left with rifles. Karrigan still locking down Connector. They want a Connector so badly, but they're sending player after player in there to their deaths. It's Seas now who gets taken out on Connector as well. It's like a graveyard for Navi players, as it's just Guardian moving around with this Galil. He's got full armor, spots the frag onto Karrigan. He needs to get more damage here.
Yeah, and he can't save the Galil. He just has to go for the kills here.
Now he's got 12 HP, and they've all got head armor as well. Let's see if he can get up close with this Galil and get a fast frag. Good angle here held by, I believe that's Zipnix there with the SMG. Indeed it is. This is going to be a really tough angle. You can see he's elevated a little bit as well on that little lip, which kind of messes with the head hitbox if you're trying to turn the corner and fire shots into them. But there you go, TSM 3 rounds behind now after winning that pistol, and it's shaping up for them.
Yeah, now we'll go for a full eco, of course, and kind of interesting decision there. Navigating the plant on the pistol, opting to go for that force buy on the second round instead of going for the more regular thing where you go for 1 eco and you would buy this round. The thing that's so terrible for them right now is TSM would probably win this round in without losing a single player. Exactly. No, none of the TSM player died, and you can see the economy now for the TSM players they're just building up that bank. Yeah,
and this is actually the exact position that Na'Vi got into, actually, and they managed to get it going a little bit further, or a little bit faster. Sorry, so we'll have to see if TSM can have a similar spurt or growth spurt of their economy. Now, Karrigan on the AWP. He's been really good with that for TSM recently. And Zipnix just spotting into Biaps at the moment. So we have a mid-take here from Na'Vi. No players here. TSM is super far back everywhere. They don't even have anyone on short. No one really near connected just yet.
Yeah, this is the way NIP played actually versus Fnatic today. I don't know what's up with this. Like, I've seen a lot of teams doing this, and usually they fail kind of miserably because people can just take mid from them, leaving 1 guy in connector. And if you look at the overview, now there's 1 guy in connector and 1 guy in Ventrum. Yeah, exactly.
Just for complete free. Connector is so important too. They can build plays off of it into A or to B, and it's looking like it's gonna be the A play for them. They haven't lost a single man just yet. We do have 3 players now, as we can see. Sees the straggler. They're going towards Palace here. And they've got a man in CPL ready to strike as well. So 4-pronged attack potentially coming in from them. There's Device, misses the shot. Now this is really important to hit these early shots, and that bomb is going to be able to go down straight away now. And the pressure is really on to TSM now. Device and Zipnix. It's going to be hard to even play with each other here. They're completely smoked off. Device missing those flick shots. 2 opportunities he had there. In fact, 3 shots missed there for Device. And it's not going to cut it here.
Navi's just doing the perfect way of punishing that defensive play is exactly what Navi did here. You go up mid and say, okay, nobody's here. So we leave 1 guy connector, we leave 1 guy in the vent room.
Yep.
They can hear all the rotations, they can just call to the team as where the other team is rotating, and then you just go for like a simple A split, because like as soon as you get like the guys in A slope get contact, the guy in connector can just walk out, the guy in Ventrum can just walk out, and you're just getting pushed from 2 many angles at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, usually you have to fight really hard for those positions. We see TSM have some rounds where they have 4-man mid takes specifically designed to win those positions and get trades on them, but it's going to be a bit faster paced this time around. We've got lots of action towards T-Slope. It's going to be a trade, though, which is going to help out Na'Vi. I'm just waiting top mid at the moment. Gets passed off. Oh, wow, Carrigan with an aggressive play on mid. And then this is the first time we've seen that from a CT side in this map, because the halves have been so fast from TSM that Na'Vi played a really defensive style as well. Now Guardian still looking for picks here. Gonna get the nade into the shadow area. Not super effective, that one, but it's going to be TSM looking to see if they can find themselves a good engagement or two. Just waiting still, and Guardian gets punished finally by Cajun B. Guardian was looking for so many frags, but Seas goes straight in. He knows Carrigan was just lurking there in that corner by the stairs, and maybe Na'Vi can actually pull this one together. Now Cajun B over towards CT spawn is a really big problem. Do they have any nades to actually isolate him? It looks like it's not even going to matter at this point. They've got a 3-man setup here. So he's lost his teammate. He's blind. He's stuck in the sandwich area. And he's going to get eliminated. So TSM, that was a really tense round, actually.
Yeah, if TSM would have lost us, I think they actually would have lost the game, considering they would have been forced to, I mean, at least one eco. And they're still pretty low on money, so yeah, TSM, they're in this still, but Na'Vi has a great opening now. I like the decision for Na'Vi to just keep force buying here, because they know they have an opportunity to just beat TSM's economy to the ground.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see now what TSM can get done if they can keep stringing these together, because they're not too far behind Na'Vi now. And it's a really hyper passive, again, opening from Na'Vi. They're expecting potential aggression, which TSM did show them up mid on the last round. Lift up the bomb back a little bit. Now taking middle as the push comes in towards A from TSM, reacting to all those grenades tossed in by Na'Vi. Na'Vi trying to actually play with the rotation of the CTs and trying to capitalize. They've pulled them towards A a little bit. Now they're going for the short take, and that's actually allowed them to have some good engagements here, exposing these TSM players, and they're getting caught between these rotations, not sure what's actually happening with Na'Vi's movement, and that's giving them a 4-on-3. They've got the A-bomb site. They have to go and collect the bomb, though, so that might give some time for TSM to actually get themselves something going here. But these trades are not going to work out for TSM. It's just down to Cajun B now, and he's very far away.
Yeah, he has to save this up, and this is absolutely disastrous for TSM. Even if he saves the op, they can make like... Bomb has been planted. Maybe they will buy next round, but it will be like 2 people going for SMGs or like 5.7s, and I don't know what TSM can do at this point. I think they still need to contend mid more. Maybe they should try like boosting the op in the vent in window room, because like they have to try to get 1 pick. They have to punish Na'Vi for just running out in mid like that.
It was actually, I mean, so it seemed like, correct me if I'm wrong, the idea for Na'Vi there was not to like get a fake onto A, but to like make it kind of look, I mean, that's how some fakes look. Okay, we throw loads of nades, we're not actually pushing it like as you'd expect. But what it also causes is rotation. So it's as if they just wanted to just flush them out and just make them move from their positions. And then when they were moving up middle, of course, now TSM are all over the place, scattered around, trying to rotate, thinking, oh my god, there's a push coming. And now they're like having to hurry to another position. So it seemed like that was the play there. And I don't see that very often.
Yeah, probably exactly what it was. And TSM going for the safe play, going for that eco. Cajun B with that 1 op. Now they're going for a more standard type of play, as we talked about earlier. Usually when you know they only have 1 op, you usually tend to go for a more like 4 people just go straight to B, or just 4 people just going together, not letting that op being able to pick you apart.
Yeah, they got the stack on B, have TSM, so going for a bit of a gamble, and you have to gamble in this game, especially in a position like TSM's. Cajun B rotating towards the ticket booth area, toll booth. As Carrigan waits in the ladder room, and he might be able to hear some movement here soon. Guardian's going to reveal himself, looking for the peek. He gets the frag, going to try to pick up the AK. There it is. Doesn't have any armor to work with, but still very dangerous, Carrigan, in that position.
Yeah, very fast headshot there from Carrigan.
This is getting very interesting now, because they're going to collect the bomb. There is 40 seconds left in the round. So Na'Vi are starting to be a little bit hurried to make a play happen. Now that's great. Zeus will take down Karrigan. Really important, but dupreeh put himself in a trade position. He's going to be able to pick up the AK as the push comes in into middle with the bomb, leaving themselves the A or B option as the rotation from TSM happens, and that allows Na'Vi to capitalize, move to the place that's safe. Oh no, Cajun B missing a really crucial shot, but the bomb, it needs to get across the gap, and the smoke will it allow for that? And no, Zipnix takes the bomber down, and that's key time. That bomb is on the floor here. They can keep delaying and stop the plant from happening. Edward has to go for it. He's got no time, and they are going to be able to get position on him. Here it is. Zipnix around one side, Cajun B the other. Oh, but great shot there from Edward, and it's going to be Cajun B. Absolute chaos.
And that round, if TSM makes a comeback, this round was absolutely crucial, because it's winning an eco in that fashion. And Cajun B also missing that shot on Edward. Just imagine if Edward would have clutched that round there.
Yeah. You can see just the tension here.
And for those just tuning in, the loser of this map will actually go out of the tournament.
Yep. They will not make it through to the playoffs of the FACEIT LAN Finals Stage 1. Here we go. We got the mid push coming in. dupreeh moving all the way up there. Now, Edward actually is quite close. Potentially dupreeh could get a sneaky pick here. The flash is good, but Edward does back away safely. And look at that forward smoke there from dupreeh. Very, very sneaky stuff. Edward, he's going to try to crawl through the smoke. He was spotted. Oh, wow. He actually survives this, able to back away. That is really, really important for Na'Vi.
And if you look at the overview, I don't really know what Na'Vi is trying to achieve. Just randomly pushes all over the map, and Guardian just going down the carrying there.
Steez does get a frag onto dupreeh to kind of even the situation up a little bit. And the bomb is dropped towards A at the moment, and 50 seconds left in this round, so Na'Vi still with plenty of time, for Na'Vi at least, to actually draw things out a little bit. But Karrigan working this connector area, and because there's no mid control here for Na'Vi, they can't really punish Karrigan from taking these free peeks up from stairs. Flamey finally gets the kill, but he's got to get such a wide peek, he's completely exposed, and TSM pick up an easy round.
Yeah, and the frags Karrigan is getting right now, they're so crucial. The 3 off frags this round, the P250 frag last round in the vent room. He's just making up for all the mistakes he made on the cache.
Yeah, he's definitely MVP at the moment for TSM. There's no doubt about it. Okay, so full eco here from Na'Vi, and potentially you've got Edward just sitting there, you know, so they're just having a chat and seeing what they can get. Maybe they can get some ideas in this little intermission.
Yeah, because it's going to be 12-12 after this round, so it's tied, and TSM is CT, which is a very pretty favored side on this map. So Na'Vi's in a lot of trouble right now, especially considering TSM will probably win this round flawlessly, which means TSM will have a bank to work with.
Okay, so I mean the only play here with this kind of weaponry is just like a fast plant, but the spray is brutal. All the bullets connecting from dupreeh pretty much, and it's going to be around 12-12 as you said. So we are closing in very quickly here. That both teams are tied. It's hard to really draw a line between them, but economy-wise, TSM are favoured. Now Na'Vi in with a full AK buy. 1 Molotov, 1 Steez. 1 on Edward as well. And 5 smokes. I can count, right?
And we'll see if they try to go for an execution, but it looks like they're just going for their standard play. And we can actually see playing really odd position here on the A site.
So here is middle for Na'Vi. They have a man in underpass as well, so options to take connector, to take short, to even boost up in CPL, all options for them. Zipnix though, in ladder room, has a great position to try to deny any of these players I just highlighted, but they don't have anyone on connector. They could actually just walk upstairs, and they're going to take control of ladder room. Edward with the frag onto Zipnix. Now Na'Vi, man in connector, man in ladder room. This is a really good set of positions for them.
Yeah, and entry frag, they have control of the Ventrum, they have connector, as I said. This should be an easy round for Na'Vi. The only thing I don't like about Navi's play is that there are only 2 people going the A connector, and there's no one going pallets. It's just one too many going through mid.
The Achilles heel is if that player on Sandwich just kills both of them. The bomb is now down on T-Slope. That's the worst case here on this push. And so KGB with a lot to do. He's got dupreeh to run distraction a little bit. But KGB instantly taken down, so that's not going to happen. They should be able to get the bomb onto that bomb site. They should be able to smoke it off as well. Actually, all the smokes have been used so far now. And dupreeh still has an open space to shoot from. Challenge is being taken here by Device, but he's not going to get that one. dupreeh picks up a nice one-on-one. There's the second kill. One-on-one. Oh, dupreeh with 1 health. What a clutch there from him. Absolutely massive from dupreeh. Stealing away that round. Na'Vi had it in the bag, but TSM keep themselves in it. And that is going to lift the spirits of the Danes.
Did you see he had 1 HP?
1 HP. But he's still alive. He's still standing and still fragging. dupreeh.
And oh my god, that will destroy Na'Vi. Just look, yeah. Or they even forced an eco. Okay, they can buy at least since they got the bomb down, but
no nades.
like how can they go into this round like not having that round in the back of their head?
It's going to be tough, and it also means that TSM have full grenades, oh my god, Flamey annihilates Carrigan there, ripping him to shreds, but KGB's got something to say on short as well. So frags across the map, 4 on 4 now, as it's still very early.
Flamey with that.
Oh wow. dupreeh's pushing T-Slope with no support. This is a big risk here from dupreeh, but he picks up the kill on the Seized, gets the bomb down as well. Massive stuff there from dupreeh. Full rotations happening right now. They know what's going on. They want to get a better set of positions here, but Zeus is going to be able to cut them off, and he's going to take down Device. So this is really, really key. dupreeh again needs to come out clutch. Sees the shadow, but Guardian still gets the shot on the peak. Great stuff there from him.
But they're so low, 2 players now in Na'Vi.
KGB moving towards Shadow, maybe looking for the peak there. They have to get themselves up, but there's a smoke, and that's going to kill quite a lot of time. There's 35 seconds left in the round. By the time that smoke goes away, it's going to be like 15 seconds to get the bomb down, so they're going to just go straight to B, but that's such a long sprint, and Sipnix will hear everything.
Sipnix is actually going to cover the bomb running.
Oh my god.
As soon as Sipnix hear those 2 people running in the B house, he's going to be so happy.
Here they come. Sipnix goes with the spray straight away. Doesn't even wait for the second player to appear. And that's going to delay them just a little bit. 10 seconds to get the bomb down.
Yeah, he's actually going to make this. This actually looks like now he's going to win this round.
5 seconds left. He's going to get the bomb planted with 2 seconds left to spare. But there's the frag from KGB. Can he do what dupreeh just did? He's got 8 points of health. Oh, dupreeh. He's going to be disappointed there. Not able to live up to his glamorous previous round. And that's another one won by Na'Vi.
Oh my god, this game
so
is
close.
Absolutely killing me. And it just looked like Sipnik's spray there in B house wasn't like absolutely on point.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like imagine if if we would have just played it perfectly, just going down the stairs, just walking up behind them instead.
Yeah, I mean they would never check there. They were running, so they never they needed to plant the bomb. So he can wait. He can actually wait for them completely. So that was he's definitely under a lot of pressure there, a lot of tension, a bit panicked, but they're still in this. 13-13. Carrigan's going to get an early round advantage. Mid control for Na'Vi again. Passive play from TSM. They got a forward play. dupreeh gets pop flashed in. Flamey going to get taken out. So great stuff there. Proactive play here from TSM. Able to stop any A plays from happening before they really get going. So what do Na'Vi do now? There's 3 players left. They've got short in CPL.
It's almost as if they should save actually. Like they have to go for the weapon rounds, and there's no way they can win this round. The only thing is Seized is in a really awkward position here. And it looks like they actually know that it's there.
He might be able to get the drop, and there's nade out, and he's going to spot that. Great stuff there from Seized. Now this position's key. He can backstab everybody. dupreeh buys Sandwich though. The thing is that they know Seized is there. That's just going to slow down the rotation a little bit.
The Siblings have actually cleared the entire B house, so this should be a clean round for TSM. But Carrigan actually...
Oh my god. Seized actually goes straight through the vent into CT spawn. He's going to find Device. Device is going to turn around just in time. But dupreeh gets the spray down, so it's all good in the hood there for TSM.
Yeah, the key was Sipnix going aggressive B house, just walking down the 2 underpass, just getting so much information. I actually think that the guy there at the ticket booth, like he knew that he could have gotten coming from Cedar spawn.
So Na'Vi now, they're on the brink of destruction. They're on this Look at this buy that they have going for themselves. It is a jumble sale completely. Just armor, just random well, Tech 9's not very random, but they're pretty good. But they're pistols, lack of grenades, just one rifle unseized. What are they going to do with this?
Yeah, and if they lose this round, it's at least a tie for TSM, so looks like they're going for a B execute. I wonder if they're going to use the smokes. I personally like to just go for it instead of using smokes, because the smokes telegraphs that you're coming, and you don't want to see just have those extra few seconds to rotate. And it actually might work. If you look how TSM is defending A right now, they're just so deep onto the A site, it's going to take so long for them to rotate back to the B site.
KGB's ready with the nade though. He's going to pretend, if he throws it now, it's perfect timing. I was a little bit late. Gonna have the rifle out now. First head found by Zipnix as Na'Vi barrel into the bomb site. KGB with great angles, great fire, controlled, considered play from TSM. Wins them the round flawlessly. And Na'Vi are now against a match point TSM. This one qualifies TSM through. This one is gonna alleviate so much pressure, because today you definitely could see that monkey was climbing up their back again. The monkey that is called, well, we all know its name.
Yeah, and especially them being down, like they had that game, then being down one map versus Na'Vi, like losing overpass 16-5 or something, and then coming back winning 2 maps in a row. It's just, yeah, just a great performance here from TSM.
But look at this, they've got 2 players on Shadow basically, completely committed positions, and their teammates are going to get smoked off here, so going to have to be a really big result. Dupree sees the nade thrown through the smoke, but all the players getting sprayed down for Na'Vi. TSM so close to doing this. It's just Zeus. TSM, Dupree going to finish it off 16-13, and TSM are through. Na'Vi eliminated here, and there it is, TSM. They're going to be so happy with that.
Yeah, I think they felt it, like as I said, after the first map, I felt like, oh my god, what is happening? We just lost that game to Virtus.pro, which we should have won. We just got crushed on overpass. We went to win 2 maps in a row now to not be eliminated in the group stage, and versus Na'Vi as well, and they managed to do so. This might actually give them a great boost, confidence boost to the playoffs.
And Dupree's clutch, 1 HP left. That, I mean, just from so many angles, that helped them so much.
Yeah, and like in the last aim duel, I think he had like 20 HP. And yeah, it's so funny that the bullet from the Na'Vi player did like 19 damage to him when he had like 20 HP. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's just...
It's like the most important round in the game as well. Just imagine when Na'Vi...
Yeah, because they got money control. I mean, we saw the last 2 rounds from Na'Vi, they had nothing, no bank left.
Like between these teams, like the last 3 games has gone to the 3rd map, it's been like 16-14 back and forth all the time. And just imagine like 1 HP could be this decider in this game. It's absolutely crazy.
It's pretty awesome, is what it is.
Yeah.
It's some good Counter-Strike that we're having at the end of tonight. And definitely it's always sad to see Na'Vi go, especially considering their increasingly good form. But this means TSM get to make it through, and we get to see some potentially interesting matchups. Like that TSM Fnatic matchup that could be possible is something that a lot of people want to see, and that might just be delivered. So it's very, very cool to see TSM doing well. Do you think... How do you think they're going to come into tomorrow? Because again, like it's even though they got the win at CCS, again that monkey's still kind of climbing on their back, trying to remind them of their issues that they've had in the past, and I hope that they don't let it get to them.
Yeah, like if you play Fnatic, you will never be the favorite team, because they are right now the best team in the world.
Yeah.
Like there's no doubt about it. Even if TSM beat them at CSS, it's just like 1 tournament. So Fnatic will be the favorite team in that match, but if TSM win that, they will have beaten Fnatic 2 in a row. So yeah, it's going to be really interesting.
All right, well, we do have our analysis crew back, so let's reintroduce them and get their thoughts on the proceedings. So welcome back, James.
Thank you very much, Dan. We are back. Are you happy now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Great game, right? That was an amazing match of...
It was really good, yeah. That last map was really good.
It was a good match.
It was exciting.
It was exciting.
I don't know how good it was. There's a lot of mistakes, but that's what happens when it's late at night and people not, especially elimination games. I mean, TSM, they're almost the catalyst for that sort of a 3rd map, where it doesn't matter how much they stomp their map. third map is always going to be either they're having to like climb back into it or they have the lead and it's slipping away. It's always the same storyline with them, you know. There's either the train coming down the tracks or they're chasing after someone and they're just getting away. I imagine these are all the dreams that they have to explain when they're on the psychologist's couch, like, oh, Doc, and then I was trying to get away from him, but then I opened one door and he was behind it like Bugs Bunny when he's running away, and then someone's chasing him. And he gets on an airplane, quickly he goes off. When he arrives in Hawaii, like the guy's already waiting there, like, do. Yeah.
Tell you who
you like analysis, don't you? Yeah,
I do. I love this. I love this. I just want.
Yeah,
I just
wait
keep
until they tell me to stop talking.
No, I'm not going to. I'm going
to do that. Quite
tell you to stop talking. I love it. Just keep you going.
In that game there, though, one of the few differences in terms of that looked like it was going to be another TSM choke, quite frankly. But they got a miracle from Dupree there on that round, that 1v3.
Yeah, 1 HP, right?
I mean, in a way, I guess they paid it back by losing the 1v1 right afterwards when it was against. I think it was Seized or someone who won the 1v1. I can't remember. But it did go both ways there. But that's the thing. In all the games that TSM had choked away like that, they were never getting any of those 1v1 situations. Any of those situations always went to the other team. So that really did kind of stem the bleeding a bit. Because the scoreline, it was just about close enough where they thought they were going to get back in. And if they'd lost that, that would have given Na'Vi the economical money to make at least the last few rounds, and I think that actually would have led to another TSM loss. So they got in by the skin of their teeth to the playoffs.
Can you believe we've gone 2 days now with not one overtime?
What do you mean, can I believe it? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. You don't see that very often.
Sir, I put it to you.
I mean, you don't see that very often.
You see it sometimes.
Right. Okay. Do you know who is a happy boy? Or you just walked past, Mr. Cadian, behind the scenes observer.
I could have gone a lot of ways. Okay.
He was giddy.
Okay. Was he?
Yeah.
Oh, because TSM won, yeah.
Because TSM won, yeah, he's very happy.
And I heard actually in TSM, to keep that kind of fraternal, kind of brotherhood aspect between Danes, they actually, like football teams, when they win, they all get in that big bath together.
Yeah.
And they all like...
They go back to bubble baths.
Sometimes like they drop the soap and they're like, oh, let me...
Oh my God.
Going on in. Apparently they do that. It's just a Danish thing. It's brotherly though. It's like, men at war, away from their families, just hugging each other.
At LAN.
Just keeping strong and warm. I was thinking actually we could get some like synergy between casters after this tournament. You guys up for it?
You up for that?
Is there lavender?
Lavender bubble bath.
All right, I'm in.
Yeah, another herbal
awesome.
remedies.
Yeah.
That is a good full circle from like the first match on the first day. I love that.
There's one thing Dan's good at, it's drawing circles. In his primary school class, when he drew a circle, they were like, that is, did you know that freehand? And after that, he was like, I've accomplished everything in life now. And he's never hit that high again, quite frankly. He tried triangles, parallelogram once.
Yeah, trapezium. Trapezium really stumped him.
Who wouldn't it?
I wasn't on the octagons, though.
Octagons, you were good at that, or no?
I'd wreck you in an octagon, mate. MMA.
One-on-one octagon.
Okay,
Let's go.
One-on-one me in the octagon.
Before that, we'll come back to the octagon fight. I do want to see that, though. We should definitely live stream it.
I'm up for that.
On Twitch.
Let's go.
Dupree, we have an interview with Dupree. Let's go and hear what he has to say.
Did you win the majority of them?
Well, I think it went back and forth. I mean, I think they won most of them as when they were CT, and the same with us when we were CT. I think we won like 1 or 2 as terrorists or something like that. But I think it was pretty even actually. So I think, I don't know, it was a really close match. It could have gone either way. It just came down to that. If I wouldn't have won that round, we probably wouldn't have been there. And if Device wouldn't have won the round where he shot the guy from the box, I probably wouldn't have been here. So it's a mixture of things.
A lot of the analysts talked about the kind of problems you had in the end of overpass, and coming in losing the first map to Na'Vi. I mean, you guys must have been down to a certain extent. How did you get back up?
Well, we knew that overpass was going to be extremely hard. We lost yesterday, and we just choked extremely much against Virtus Pro. So it was really tough for us. We could definitely feel that people had to reset their brain for the second map, and people just did that, started hitting their shots and stuff like that. So that was just great. And apart from that, then just. Yeah, well, we've done it so many times, and I think we've lost the first map here at all the matches, so we just knew that we could do it. So we just took it as we usually do, 1 round at a time, and then just headshots.
And you already said to me earlier that you would rather face Fnatic than NIP. Any reasons to why, and how do you see this matchup tomorrow?
That's gonna be tough as always. We beat Fnatic twice in the PGL tournament, like just a few days ago. I think we might have a slightly mental advantage over them somewhere, whereas I think NIP might have one against us. So I think it's a lot of mind games because we face each other so much recently. So it's gonna be really tough. Like, oh, what strategy are we gonna run, and like who's gonna counter what, and so it's gonna be a really great match. But I hope we will come out on top. We did it a few days ago, so I hope we will do it again.
And what about the veto system? Nuke is still in the pool. It's a historical matchup between you and NIP. Do you think it's going to be played?
I don't know. If we're going to face NIP, we probably will play it, but not against Fnatic. I mean, like, I think Fnatic will remove it. We haven't played it a lot lately, but we still know how to play it, so they can. If Fnatic wants to play, we're probably going to play it, but I don't think so. I think we have a lot of maps in common with Fnatic that we're good at, so I think it's going to be somewhere what we've played the last couple of times.
So now you're gonna go home and rest. And do you have any preparation coming into the Fnatic game, or are you already set due to the previous tournaments such as PGL?
Well, we're gonna go home and we're gonna prepare, of course, but I'm not gonna go into details what we're gonna do. So.
Good. Any last shoutouts?
All much love to TSM and all the TSM all the guys from TSM. That's what I mean. All of our sponsors making it possible to get here, and all the fans that's supporting us, even though we choked today. We came out on top anyway, but sorry for the choke, but yeah.
Thanks for the interview, and see you in the hot tub.
Oh, 1 second. How much?
Shout out to Family Guy there, Peter Griffin.
Yeah, I know. Seth MacFarlane giving him the big shout out. I like how Cadian
was loving that.
Went back to the hot tub.
He was like, listen, some people say that Device is the dreamiest in TSM, but I think you're pretty great too. Response?
I'm pretty dreamy.
Yeah. And then
that was not me saying that. That was me acting.
Be like, it's well known that actually TSM are the rulers of the universe on Nuke. If you were to play that, how much would you crush the heathen scum of Fnatic?
Oh, really, I would really bad.
Like unbiased interviewing there, okay.
This analyst desk is the best ever.
No, you're the best.
He can't take it. He's never been given a compliment in his life. He's not prepared for that. He got in deep there. He got past him. He was like, it's confusion. Oh, what is that?
Yeah, Thorin's been like conditioning me to receive like immense amounts of copious hatred. Yeah. It's great. Love it.
I love you, Dan. So, Na'Vi are out. Are you sad to see Na'Vi go?
I mean, Na'Vi are getting more and more exciting to watch, and as the team is developing, we've covered this before. I think I always enjoy watching them play, but again, it's nice to see TSM doing well as well. I mean, this is the group of death basically, so you're always going to be sad seeing one of the the three favorite teams go in from this group. So yeah, I mean that's it really. Yeah,
they've had a good run. They had a few good matches.
I think this just shows the nature of Na'Vi. Like, even when they won that EPL winter tournament, I'm not one of these people who thought, like, right, well, they're definitely top 3 now. You know, they're going to win a bunch more tournaments. They're a really streaky team. Like, they're another team where they don't necessarily have one map where they beat everyone on them. They have a couple that they have a good matchup on, certain teams, but they have to be on top form even to win those matches. I mean, they lost the narrowly previously to TSM already. They've lost one here, another close one, but they're losing them, overall. So I think that was like a miracle run at EPL when they won it there, but the other tournaments they had of the year, they finished last place at Star Series, and they only got to the top 8 and won one map off Envious at the majors. So it's not as though they're like the team who's always top 4. They had one really crazy run, and then otherwise they have like a good map where it's like a good showing, but they tend to lose the series. So I think this is about par for the course. When you're facing teams like VP, TSM, at the moment, Na'Vi should be a little bit below those teams. They're in the mix with them, but they're not. I don't think they're at the level of the Fnatic's, TSM's, VPs of the world right now.
So this is a respectable finish.
But just in terms of the talent in the tournament, yeah, I think this is about reasonable for where they could have. They had a chance to go through, obviously, both times against TSM, but it also made sense. TSM at the moment is slightly better, so I think it's a fair result for everyone.
Yeah, you would agree. You're going to miss Na'Vi.
Yeah, and it just must be so frustrating for them because the 2 games they lost was versus TSM, and the other game they played was versus Elevate, I think.
Yeah.
So they go here. Like, I think they at least had pretty high expectations since EPL in Germany, winning that. So just losing 2 games to the same team, TSM, and they're like so even to each other. It just must be so frustrating.
What can they take away, Dan, from this event then? Because they're going to want to get above TSM. They're going to want to get in with the big boys that Thorin's talking about, the top 3. They want to push on that. So what can they do next? What can they take away from it?
I think Cash looked like a problem for them, to be honest, against TSM. I don't know if they need specific preparation for against TSM, but there are definite holes in their game. Like, I still have a lot of question marks about what's happening on Cash. I feel like if they're going to go back to this series, something was going wrong there on their CT side. So there's TSM can kind of a bit more consistent across the board at the moment. The them, as for instead, they're just a bit higher level. But Na'Vi, I think if they are able to patch some of the holes, I think we're going to progressively see them become better and better and better. Like they have all the pieces to the puzzle now. I think at least to be a much better team. So I think we're going to consistently see them do better. Just when they need these losses basically, and we'll see a stronger Na'Vi next time.
Cool. So that is the group stages over. We've seen all from the group stages that we're going to see, and tomorrow morning we're going to see 2 semi-finals and the grand final. So it's like Championship Sunday. I don't know, is that what you call it at FACEIT?
That
do you
sounds
have a name
great.
for it? Should we call it that? Championship Sunday, or do you have a suggestion?
Trapezium Sunday? No?
No,
We
we
might
wouldn't.
catch on. We'll see.
Maybe it makes
Let the public decide.
0 sense, but it might catch on. But so let's look at the 2 games that we've got coming up tomorrow.
Ask a stupid question.
Fred doesn't know what to do on this analyst desk right at the
I'll
moment.
ask
It's
Fred,
just
do
like,
you
what is
have
going
a
on?
suggestion for a name that we could call it instead of Championship Sunday?
Lavender Sunday.
Lavender Sunday.
He's done you.
Perfect.
He's done you
That's
there,
good.
David.
That's
He's
the
done you.
winner.
You're just jumping
Callback.
onto my thing now. You're just stealing my thing, which was lavender.
Put in exclamation mark trapezium to win a free trapezium.
He'll send it to the post on a
I don't even
postcard.
care anymore.
Send us exclamation mark trapezium on a postcard. I'm not giving you the address. No.
Don't.
What's
You
your
have to
address?
figure it out. Whoever can figure it out wins the trapezium.
Don't say that because they'll find it. But just send a postcard. Don't come and stalk us. Right.
Do not kill anyone on this panel.
Please.
Especially not DDK. I would challenge you to even try. He'll have
Yeah.
you.
You can't do it. There's no way
Yeah,
you
yeah.
could kill DDK.
But if you do kill him, I'll feel mildly sad for provoking you.
I would be really
mildly,
sad.
I said mildly. I feel a bit happy as well. Like maybe you've done the world a service in some ways.
Poor DDK. You're right.
He's not even dead yet.
No,
yet.
he's not
Keyword yet. Yeah, he will be dead one day.
Oh,
If not
obviously
from
we're all gonna die
if not
someday.
from an assassin, just Father Time will get you eventually, DDK. You can keep running all you like. You keep gelling your hair up all you like, son, but eventually he'll get to you.
The first semi-final that's coming tomorrow morning is TSM versus Fnatic, as we just spoke about then. That's coming up at 12 p.m. GMT. And VP versus NIP is coming up at 3 p.m. So, guys, TSM versus Fnatic, very brief thoughts. Obviously, we're going to talk about this again tomorrow morning. But brief thoughts about the upcoming semi-finals.
I think Fnatic was going to take it 2-1. I mean, the way Fnatic crushed NIP today, and I mean, TSM had a pretty shaky game there versus Na'Vi today as well. So I'm going to say 2-1 to Fnatic.
Nice. Dan?
Yeah, I think as well. Fnatic, I'm calling them for this. I don't think TSM have this like godlike tournament. Like, they've been struggling at the moment. It's not just it's not going smoothly for them right now, as it was when previously they were able to take down Fnatic. And Fnatic, of course, being the team that they are, I'm pretty certain that they would have looked back on the matches they recently lost to TSM, and they studied quite well. So I would actually say that they should have an advantage, and I would probably go with a 2-1 there as well.
Yeah, I think it's understandable, right? Fnatic, #1 team in the world.
Yeah.
They should really be beating TSM.
I mean, I'm gonna go with Fnatic as well. I'll say 2-1 because I don't think it'll be just because the TSM team had close games versus Na'Vi. I think it'll be different. I think matchups are different. You know, you can't just look at the form of one game and say directly translate it over to another opponent.
Yeah.
But I thought the key difference when they were in Romania in that final was actually the Mirage game, because I thought Mirage is a map that should be really strong for Fnatic, but that was where TSM wasn't usually strong on it. And Fnatic couldn't get close to them, whereas Mirage this tournament looks like completely fixed for Fnatic. So that's the map I really want to see, and I think that can be the difference maker, because it's very likely we'll see it, I think.
And VP and NIP, that should be a great game, right?
Well, that's actually one of the classic rivalries, obviously, from CSGO. I mean, starting at the beginning of 2014 when they met in the major final. Ever since then, they've met a whole bunch of times. It's been 3 maps many, many times between the two, so I think this actually might be one of the times where VP can get it. Maybe NIP's a bit weaker than they were in some of those past times when they used to have all the map pool kind of on their half.
Yeah, definitely one to watch.
No, absolutely.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a classic. Like, it's always super exciting to watch these matches. We actually have a really awesome set of semi-finals, in my opinion. I'm really hyped up actually for tomorrow. It's gonna be really, really good.
As am I, and as should all you guys at home as well be hyped up. I think we're going to wrap it up, but final thoughts for the day, guys? Last thought?
Good night.
Okay.
That was my last thought.
That's my last thought every day. Good night.
You should just take that, by the way.
I'm going to say
you
that.
should.
That's
Okay,
fine.
good. Okay.
What's your last thought, Threat? Let's say good night.
Yeah, just good night.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still.
No, go on.
No.
No, that's okay.
Yeah, I just want to go to bed.
I'd love to know
And
DDK's
Dan?
last thought in his whole life, not just for tonight. Just like, oh, I've regretted my life.
So mean.
Please, I wish I'd done something else.
This is like a
Okay.
different level of mean.
Okay.
He's not.
I don't want you to die, DDK.
You're going to be fine.
I want you to live.
We all want you to live.
Yeah. Just live for us, DDK.
If you've got anything to live for,
Find the
it's Thorin.
DDK inside yourself and be a man.
What are your last thoughts for today?
Zoom in, please, camera.
I don't think they can do that.
I wish we
So that
could.
would've been-
DDK's
that would've
final
been good.
thoughts.
All right,
We had some highs, we had some lows, and tomorrow is a new day.
Tyrion Lannister.
Tyrion
Lavender.
Tyrion
Lavender.
Lavender. Tyrion Lavender. Yeah, there you go.
I like how that was actually in
Yeah.
there.
Stimulator of horses.
Oh my god. Good night, guys.
Yeah, first of his name.
Thank you very much, all of you, and Lord Thorin. Get that crown on. Oh, jeez. No, seriously, get the throne. You should
Okay.
put this-
This is
Crown.
falling to pieces rapidly.
There you go. Put that
Finish
on.
up like this. Finish in class,
All of
guys.
you at home on Twitch, thank you very much for sticking with us. If any of you are still watching now, fully knowing that there's no more Counter-Strike going on and you're just here to listen to this crazy drivel, we love you the most, and definitely come back tomorrow at 12 midday GMT for loads more Counter-Strike. We're very excited, and I guess the last thing for me to say is